Two men journey to the bars and restaurants of Scandinavia to find amazing beers, always with the same question.
Hey, what's on tap?
It's time to find out.
Hello and welcome back to What's on Tap Christmas calendar.
Day 14!
Yes, day 14, and we are going to pick another beer.
We are, and we are joined by...
Bjorn of Bjornguiden.
Hello! Hello! Super excited to have him on the show.
Yes.
I'm going to reach into our bag of tricks and pull out a beer.
That's also one of yours.
It is one of mine. And then we'll put the big box of mystery away for the moment.
But I love the big box of mystery.
But it's in the way.
Aww.
We'll bring it back. Next episode. I promise.
Yeah.
So are we excited?
I'm super excited.
All right.
I don't know what it is.
I know. I know what this one is. So I'm super, super excited.
Are you excited, Bjorn?
I'm super excited.
All right. So let's just...
So glad to
Well,
be
you
back.
should... Oh, let's let Bjorn open it then.
Oh, thank you.
Since he's the special guest.
Oh. Let's see. Oh, it's
Maybe it's a trick. It's just a can of worms.
It is a can.
Oh. It's a beer from the Bruery.
Ooh.
American Anthem.
Ooh.
Ale aged in bourbon barrels with peach, apricot, cinnamon, and vanilla added. 14.2%.
Wow. You chose a random... For choosing randomly when Bjorn has his first episode on the calendar. You did good.
Thanks.
That was a good random pick.
Well, it's karma.
It is.
Karma's a bitch. So, and it's 2019 also. It says
Yeah.
can, so.
Yeah. So this just came out this year in the European market. So when I saw it, I was like, "Ooh, I can't wait to try that. That sounds amazing."
Nice.
Very much so.
And
Feel free to open it.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I like the can. It's a take on the American flag also.
Yeah. It's got a very much a 1950s Americana kind of look to it.
Is that allowed? Are you allowed to have the American flag on beer?
Well, technically, this is not the American flag. It is just a loose representation of the American flag.
Oh.
But also, I mean, I don't think you're really allowed to have the American flag because you're not allowed to. You're only allowed to destroy images and the flag itself in certain manners.
Yes.
And by having an actual American flag on something,
By throwing it away, you would be committing a crime.
Well, no. Freedom of speech allows you to dispose of flags however you want to. Oh. You can throw them in the trash, you can burn them, you can whatever. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
But if you want to pay respect and you want to treat the flag in the manner that it's supposed to be treated as a representation of the nation, then you must dispose of things in a proper manner. This looks like a barley wine, I gotta say.
I was going to say, it looks like swamp water, but it smells amazing.
Yeah.
It smells like
I would
all
love
of
to take a swim in that swamp.
Yeah. It can be a very boozy swamp.
What did we say? Bourbon barrels with peach, apricot, cinnamon, and vanilla. Yeah, there's a lot of cinnamon in this one.
Yeah,
But you really get the fruit notes of the peach and the apricot in the nose.
Yeah, I would say
along with the bourbon and sweetness.
The bourbon isn't like overwhelming, but you do definitely get the adjuncts in here. You definitely feel the peach and you feel the vanilla and
What a crazy
the
beer.
cinnamon. I'm looking forward to this so much.
You did good on this.
Thanks. Like, because I remember when I told you I was getting this can, you were like, "Oh, they were sold out whenever I tried to order it." And I was like, "Oh, this is a great beer for the beer calendar. I will save this one."
I do remember it showing up on beer web shops, and I do remember something about us talking about it.
Yes.
Then I forgot about it.
Like, I was hoping that you would. That's all that matters. All right.
This was a surprise. Cheers.
Well, skål, guys. Cheers.
Skål.
More peaches now in the aroma.
There is a bit of woodiness to it on the front end.
That's the barrels, right?
Whew, yeah, that's definitely the barrels. Wow, that's a the aftertaste is like
It's a cinnamon punch.
it is quite it's almost like cinnamon bark. It's like the bark part, like you were eating like
Cassia bark?
cassia bark, right, which is a type of cinnamon. As we've had the discussion about the Ceylon, Ceylon cinnamon, which is no longer a country, but is still a type of cinnamon.
Yeah, so Ceylon is the
It's the colonial name for
Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka, yeah.
Bjorn actually hosts quizzes often at.
No, a variety of places.
You are like quizzing all over the place, man.
Yeah.
It's like every week you're like 1 or 2 places to do quiz nights.
And I always have flags on my quiz because the general knowledge when it comes to flags are crap.
So here's a fun game I had. Okay, maybe not a fun game, but it's a game I had as a kid that we really, really loved to play. So it's one of those. It was a square. It was a square board, and you had these little things you would turn over, and it was basically a match game. But it was with flags of different countries. So we would play. Me and my cousin, we would play that game all the time. Just like flag matching game, and I don't know why we loved it so much. Because it is literally one of the nerdiest things I've ever played in my entire life. Now, when I think back on it, well, but we just enjoy the shit out of it.
Flags are fun, right?
Yeah.
They are.
But you actually start early. If you know flags, then you actually start early.
Yeah.
That's why good to talk about flags when we have a take on an American flag on the can here. But I actually got interested in flags when I was around 7. So I learned all the flags in all the capitals of the world.
I will say European flags are horrible because it's like, oh, it's red, white, and blue. No, it's blue, white, and red. No, it's like, oh, they're going horizontal. No, they're going vertical. And you're like, oh my god, it's like I don't know which country's which anymore.
On the American state flags. They are blue and they got this sign in the middle. And
yeah, see what Mississippi?
We got a bear. We got an eagle. Woo!
Mississippi just got a new state flag, and I will say it is one of the best looking state flags.
It's great.
It is quite impressive.
Did they remove Confederate?
Yeah, so what happened was they removed. There's a really great podcast I heard not long ago that goes into the history of this. And what happened was they had a kind of a flag contest because this white woman said she didn't really like the flag, and so she kind of created her own flag for Mississippi. And then about the time, like a year or two ago, maybe even longer, but everyone decided that the stars and bars, what do you call it? The
Stars and Stripes?
No, the Confederacy, the rebel flag, the Confederacy battle flag was really bad. You shouldn't really have that on your state flag, even though there are a couple of states that still have it. But Mississippi really, really had it on their flag. And so they were going to remove that flag, and basically they were just going to vote in her flag instead. But then they kind of was like, well, should it really be this like rich white woman that designed this flag, or should we make it more egalitarian and really propose it out to the masses to come up with a new flag? And that's what they did. And now they've come up with a really impressive, very dynamic looking flag.
Yeah, if I remember it right, it's a tricolor also, but the 2 red areas on the sides and a darker blue one in the middle, vertical, and it's a white
the magnolia. Magnolias are really.
Yeah.
It's like I think it's the state flower of Mississippi, which is a really beautiful. It's not like the Swedish magnolia. It's like the really big southern style magnolia, which is a huge flower.
So welcome to the History of Flags podcast.
Yes,
this is what's happened when the Bjornguiden appears.
All about flags.
Yeah, it's the new one is cool. I just checked it out.
But to get into this beer, which is like a nice summer.
Their old flag was really bad.
Yeah, their old flag was red, white, and it was a blue stripe, a white stripe, and a red stripe, and then a Confederate flag up in the top left corner, where say the stars field is on the American flag. It's pretty offensive.
Yikes!
But this beer is not. This beer is amazing, and this beer definitely has the "I'm gonna get you fucked up" label on it, because it feels like as you're drinking, you're like, I should not have a lot of this. It's very tasty, but it's gonna wreck me.
You can feel the heaviness of the beer. But,
yeah.
But I still find it a bit light and fizzy.
I think it's like the carbonation. I think really lifts it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it would be really heavy. Because at first, like the cassia bark cinnamon hit, it's pretty heavy, and then it becomes
it's quite chuggable for 14% on this.
Really peachy and jammy, and the lightness of the carbonation really kind of takes it out of what can be a really muddled, heavy beer into something kind of light and fruity and fun. Yeah, I'm loving this thing.
It's a fun, strange one for sure. I'm having difficulties both rating it and finishing it.
I understand both of those sentiments. Because this is definitely a sipper. I think that you don't want to just chug this. I think the amount we have is more than enough. And it's something that you just kind of want to sit back and relax and enjoy over time. But I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah. It's probably a 4.25 for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do a 4.5 also. I kind of disagree with the sipping. As you can see.
You can chug it.
I really chug this one.
Yeah.
I love this one.
I think only because it's 14.2%.
No, but,
That's why
I'm an alcoholic. So.
So I completely agree with you, Bjorn. I don't get that much alcohol. The reason why I can't chug it is because of the cinnamon. The cinnamon is more and more taking over the tasty peach notes and the tasty sweet notes.
See,
I'm getting more and more cinnamon the more I drink it.
I think this might be where our palates are different because whenever I finish it, I'm just getting this just like I'm taking a big spoonful of apricot jam or peach jam or something. It's just
I get
so
more
jammy.
apricot and peach.
Yeah,
also
it's just
more than
so
cinnamon.
jammy.
It's in there in the background.
Yeah.
But it's not taking over.
I mean, true. The first mouthful, you're like, whoa, that's a lot of like cinnamon bark flavor to it. Not cinnamon like that horrible waffle stout that McKellar did, which was just like eating raw cinnamon.
No, that was ashtray.
Yeah, it's not that raw cinnamon. This is just it's more of the cinnamon bark kind of flavor, like you might find in like Indian food or something.
Maybe. But I'll stick to my 4.25. That's not a bad rating.
Not at all.
It's very close to yours. I get the differences, but alcohol-wise, it's very chuggable.
Yeah.
They should have made it without cinnamon.
But then you wouldn't have that peach pie effect that they're going for.
But I don't get a peach pie effect from it. I get like
But all of the adjuncts are peach, apricot, cinnamon, and vanilla.
I get it.
It's peach pie. It's what they're going for. A bourbony, boozy peach pie. I would say the letdown here is the vanilla. I'm not getting a lot of vanilla off of this.
No.
And I
agree.
think if there was more vanilla or that sweetness that we would ascribe to vanilla, it would cut that bark, that cinnamon down a bit.
Yes.
And so I think that's kind of the letdown of this beer.
But it's good.
Oh, it's so good. All right. Bjorn, where can we find you online? Since
you can find me at the Bjornguiden on Facebook and Instagram and also Twitter, but Twitter has been like the.
Are you moving over to the conservative platform now instead?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of figured. Yeah.
And YouTube, of course. So Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Most of my stuff comes out on all platforms, but Instagram for smaller, shorter, more spontaneous stuff, and Facebook and YouTube for longer interviews, like I did with you guys.
Yeah,
earlier.
Nice.
So.
And Pornhub for those after dark moments.
Yeah, when we're really.
Yeah.
We should start.
That's when the bear comes out.
We should start posting our podcasts there.
on Pornhub?
Yeah.
We should. That would be fun. I'll let you take care of that.
Actually, the bear flag is a really good looking flag.
The what?
The bear flag.
The bear flag?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen the bear flag, but
The
yeah.
gay community's bear flag. It's
All right, I'll have to check that one out. I don't know that one.
No.
I've seen a lot of other flags for the LGBTQ community, but I haven't seen a bear flag.
It's a big bear paw on it, and I think on the left top corner.
Okay.
And then you have all the LGBTQ colors.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly,
We'll check it out.
Yeah. All right. Well, until next time.
And tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yeah. Until day 15.
Yes.
Take it easy.
Take it easy.
This podcast is part of the Pod Syndicate family. For more criminally compelling shows, articles, and conversations, head to wearepodsyndicate.com.